What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Gavin. I am 21 years old, collegiate pole vaulter, and I am currently working as a delivery driver. And I'm making these videos for people who, want something more. I'm currently on the path in college to become a history teacher, but I think I want something more, and I want to be a brand and inspire others. But in today's video, well, I just recorded my first one, my intro, but I am going to talk about pole vault and like my journey, I guess. I started pole vault when I was, I think, like 11. I was in like 4th or 5th grade. And so you might think like, well, how do you start pole vault? Because that's such a unique thing. Like, how do you even get into that? And at such a young age, especially. But pretty much, my dad was a pole vaulter since he was in high school, and then he did it in college as well. And he was a 5'15" pole vaulter, which is 16'10". And he I did soccer when I was little, but I was not very good. I would run away from the ball, and I just was not good at soccer. And so we did track a little bit, and then he put me, there was a club that opened by our school, or by our house, sorry. And he put me there for one day in the summer, and I just had done it ever since. And from that day, I just kept going back. And then, found more clubs, more opportunities. And then I did it later in high school. Broke the school record at Ramona High School, Riverside. Set it at 16.3. Used to be 14.2. That was a 50-year-old pole vault school record. And I broke that. But there's been a lot of ups and downs in my pole vault journey. It's been... a lot of times I've wanted to quit, but I've always stuck with it. And in a later, video, I'll go over kind of the things that I've learned, I guess. But first, I just want to talk about kind of what it is, how I got started, how I have done it. But yeah, so high school, I did it, but as you might imagine, it is pretty scary, to pole vault. You run down the runway at full speed with a fiberglass stick, and you slam it into the ground, and you basically just fling yourself up in the air. It's kind of insane. But yeah, I kind of had to just adapt. And in high school, I struggled a lot with going up poles. So if you don't know how it works, which I'm sure a lot of you do not, I'm sure most people have no idea, but the poles are a certain thickness, which means they're a certain it's called a flex, and so they're a certain stiffness to be bent. And so when they have weight numbers on them, basically. But when a pole is too small, it doesn't give you enough. Okay, how do I explain this? Basically, it's all energy transfer. So you run into the box. The faster you run, you need a thicker pole to absorb your energy, and then to be able to shoot you up with the same amount of energy. If you have a too small of a pole, you basically will run, plant the pole, and the pole will not produce that energy because it's just absorbing all of it, and it's not able to get it back through. And the feeling is different. When you jump on a soft pole, it's easy. You just kind of run through it. When you jump on a thicker, stiffer flex pole, there's resistance, and it's hard. It's difficult. So in high school, I struggled with that a lot. Going up poles, using a stiffer flex, and just like out of my comfort zone basically. And yeah, so I struggled a lot with that, and it made it very difficult because there was times where I never progressed, or I would go to meets and no height because I was too scared, and there was a lot of times like that. And then I went to college and wanted to do the decathlon because I did hurdles in high school as well, and the hurdles is also one of the hardest events in the decathlon. Pole vault and hurdles are usually the hardest for people. So I figured, I'll give it a shot. And like, I've always wanted to do the other events. Like, it's fun. It was fun for me to learn them. And so I did that for about 2.5 years in college. I started out doing it at Cal Poly Pomona, and then did it for 1 year, full year, and then another year, and then the next year I was kind of like, I think I want to do pole vault more. And so me and my coaches, we discussed like we would do the decathlon at conference because we needed to get the points, but then I would mostly train pole vault and do like stuff on the side that would benefit me for pole vault as well, like hurdles. And so I did that, and I ended up qualifying for nationals at the very end of the season at the last possible meet, and that kind of showed me that like, I actually can be a good pole vaulter. And so I have quit the decathlon since, and now I am just doing pole vault and hurdles, the 110 hurdles. So that's my pole vault journey so far. Let's talk about the future, I guess. I don't really know what the future entails. I feel like most people, their end goal is like the Olympics or like be a professional, but I've never really like had that goal. Like, it would be nice, and I know that I could do it because of like, everything I've done. Like, I just know that it's possible. If I really wanted to do that, I could do it. But I just don't know if I want to do that, really. And that might sound crazy to some people, but I'm just being honest. Like, I have never really had that dream of like being in the Olympics one day, but yeah, or being a professional. I've just like figured like, oh well, I might as well, because like it's hard to pole vault, and I really could. So like, we'll see how I feel, I guess. But yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. But yeah, so maybe not. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's my pole vault journey until now, and what I plan on doing in the future. I have one more season of college track. I could have another one. I'm not sure if I will do it. I don't know. But yeah, so it's very uncertain for me. But here I am, going into my last semester of college. Gonna graduate. Yeah, that's about it. But so a couple of things I'll go over in like another video maybe, about pole vault. I'll go over kind of what it's taught me about, I guess, failing. Cause like in pole vault, you have to fail pretty much. But I have to put these into like better explanation terms, I guess. But I'll talk about, the fear aspect, the learning, the growing, the burnout of like doing something for so long, being tired of it. What else? my dad was my coach, so maybe that. Overall collegiate sports, kind of the lessons I've learned from pole vault, that, like, you know, hard work really does pay off. That's one thing. Like, no matter how hard you work, if you work on it and you get better, like, you will succeed. And so that's kind of what I've grown to understand, is like, no matter what you do, if you want to do it, you can do it. And so that's a really powerful thing, I think. But yeah, that'll be for another episode. But I'm gonna get back to work, maybe listen to some music. If you guys are interested in this, you guys are inspired, you want to become the best version of yourself, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.